Hi everybody, it's Sam. Today is June 23rd, I believe. Check.
News Southwind clock 11:27 a.m. Sunday 6:23.
Yeah, June 23rd.
My move.
And I wanted to do an update. I forget the last time I did a video. I think it was about the Geodawn and how things were going. Things did not go well on the Geodawn. I have had the psychosis symptoms while on the Geodawn a couple times, but then especially this past Thursday, it was earlier in the week, I had the same type of incident of getting really violent thoughts in my head, and then last Thursday I had it again and it was really bad. So I went downstairs and talked to nursing, and nursing was like, yeah, that's really bad. And so they talked to Dr. Cleary over the phone, and he changed me back to the zyprexa because I need that stronger med in me. I can't use the Geodawn. I have to have a stronger med. That's ridiculous. I shouldn't have to deal with what was in my head at the time. So, so we did that, and then I took the zyprexa, the Ativan, and I had an Ativan for PRN, and I had the Geodawn in me. So Friday I was really out of it and sleepy, tired, slept a lot. And then yesterday I was doing okay, and then last night I had thoughts and voices again, and those were pretty violent, although not as bad as, well, I don't know if it was as bad, but it was bad. So I got another PRN, the Ativan, and I talked with one of the caseworkers, Emma, and she was very nice, and we talked for a little while, and she says I'm doing all the right things, trying to distract myself, trying to ignore it, listening to music, looking on the internet, things like that. It's been a roller coaster, and I couldn't believe how bad it got, and this is nothing to play with, so I'm glad I'm back on zyprexa. I'm kind of worried about the weight gain, but not as much as my own sanity, so my own sanity is more important than weight right now. I will be seeing him on Tuesday, and I will be asking him about how in the hell did this get started? How can I go from totally healthy, individual, and then all of a sudden, this comes up. I don't know. So there's that, and then I wanted to update you on Trilogy. I did not have a very good experience the two sessions I went to Trilogy. The woman was okay. She was nice, but she was kind of zoned. Like, she said geez a lot, and she was just like, wow, that sucks, I'm sorry. It just her tone of voice was very dry, and it put me off. Just her personality put me off. And really the worst part of it was just everything about the building. The air is so dirty and gross. I don't know if it's like the vent systems or whatever, but it's really gross and disgusting. Everything feels dusty. They have these plastic chairs because they can't have nice chairs because of possible bed bugs. It's like disgusting. And you're sitting in this big room waiting, and you have these caseworkers running around the room trying to find their clients and ending up having conversations about their client's situation right out in the open. And the client's trying to get money from their payee, because Trilogy can be their payee for Social Security, trying to get meds, trying to get whatever they need. And then I saw a couple of clients trying to get a hold of their caseworkers at the appointment time, and they weren't even there, and they had like double booked in the calendar, and it was just ridiculous. It was just so unorganized and chaotic, and how can you relax in that environment? I don't know. So basically, long story short, I'm not going back because it's not worth the $6, $7 to head over there if I'm not getting anything out of it, and I really wasn't getting anything out of it. And they didn't even have a therapy room. It was just like sitting in this conference room, and I don't know, if I had a really good therapist, maybe I would be more inclined to go back, but I don't, and I don't know if I'd be able to switch. Sorry, I'm gonna get up and get my charger cord. I don't know if I'd be able to switch therapists.
Charging battery, 11%.
Or what. So in the meantime, I just don't want to go and I don't want to deal with it. I can be put on the list to see the intern. There's one intern for the summer who's just for the summer, and then there's one intern that's going to start later in July, I think, and then start in July, and then for the whole year. But the list is first come, first serve, so I'm sure there's a lot of people on that list already. But I'll put myself on the list, and I'll talk to my mom. It would be about $20 a session. That's all I can think of my mom being able to pay. And so it would be, how are we going to get the $80 to these people? Do I take it all out at once and just, give it week by week? Or can I possibly give it beginning of the month? Or, can I send it online check or what? So it's just talking to different places. There's a few different places. There's Live Oak, which I think we tried to look into last year, but I forget why we stopped with them. There's Cathedral Counseling, which sounds like a church, but it's not. It's not religious at all. There's 2 places in Evanston that would be a long ride to Evanston, but if they were good, then they'd be good. And there's them, and then there's some interns over at another place called Lakeview Psychotherapy Center. The Awakening Center, where Megan was, I talked to them, I emailed them, and their waiting list, what happened is they're only going to have 2 interns instead of 3. Hold on. 2 interns instead of 3. So they only can deal with who they have on their list. That's been with them for the whole year. And so I wouldn't be able to go to the Awakening Center until next summer. So obviously I need something before then. I just want to sort out what the heck is going on. I was so healthy, I was doing so good, and then I had that breakdown, and it's been like boom ever since, all this crap, and I don't know. I never thought I'd have a dissociative, fragmented personality, whatever it's called. I never thought I'd have that. I never thought I'd have a psychosis. I didn't even really know much about psychosis. And now it's all hitting me. It's like, why is this happening? And that's what I want to work on. Why is this happening, and what do I do? And what is going on? Is the meds going to keep this stable? I hope so. So yeah, I'm going to talk to Dr. Cleary about it. Make sure that I'm stable on these meds. I was so scared on Thursday night. If I had been at my parents' house, if I had been anywhere except living here, where the decision is kind of taken out of your hands, I would have gone to the hospital. And even Jessie was wanting me to go to the hospital for evaluation. No one asked her opinion, but that's what she wanted. I guess all the clinical people just put it in the doctor's hands to decide what to do, and he decided to just put me back on zyprexa, which is, usually they don't make, at Albany Care, they wouldn't make med changes over the phone. That was a thing, usually, unless it was a really simple thing. But, it's different over here, and, I'm surprised I didn't get put on the crisis unit, and I'm not sure why I didn't, because I felt in crisis. But I like my freedom. I was just surprised, but at least I'm getting check-ins, which is good, and I guess that's what you would get on the unit, is just a lot of check-ins. So I am getting check-ins. Tasha came by and talked to me. Emma came by on Friday and talked to me. On Friday I wasn't having any of the voices or anything, and then yesterday night I was, and then today I was a little bit. But now I'm doing pretty okay right now at this minute. So that's my update. Psychosis, med change, back to zyprexa, and trilogy, don't like them, not going back, and therapy. We'll look into different options, including interns and including my parents paying. So that's about it for now. Talk to you later. Bye.
Friday, my move, web, stop.